Hello, my name's John Sermon. I'm a church leader in the UK with strong connections with Africa through a charity called Romans 111 Trust, and in particular with Uganda, which is where the material to make this shirt came from. And many of you've been watching me some of the days I put messages out, and these are meant to be messages of encouragement during the lockdown, now easing of lockdown, but still a very serious situation here in the UK and indeed in Uganda and many other countries. Today I've had some more news of the particular circumstances in Uganda, and they are difficult. But in these messages, I'm trying to offer encouragement in the difficult circumstances we all face. And I want to tell you something that happened to me today, which encouraged me, and I hope will encourage you in turn. I was out for my daily exercise walk. Now, I do like going out for a walk. I mostly go by the river and through the park and then through the town. And it is my habit, if people look as though they might be receptive to a friendly greeting, to greet everyone I see, obviously at social distance. And the fact that I'm very often wearing the clerical collar, showing that I'm a church minister, that might make me more approachable and friendly to some. It might make others more wary of me. Certainly I sometimes can tell the difference between when I'm wearing it and when I'm not. And of course, when it's an African shirt like this, it is often a conversation starter. People just express how impressed they are with the shirt I'm wearing and ask how I came by it. In fact, if I'd taken the trouble to set it aside to show you, I could now show you that I've made a face mask for protection when going to shops and so on, for the coronavirus precaution, out of the off-cut material that exactly matches this shirt. So anyway, amongst the people I met today was a group of 3 lads in their mid-20s, sheltering under a tree. The rain had got quite heavy by then. It was dry when I set off. There'd been some rain, it had stopped. I set off in the dry, and I'd gone just far enough not to turn back when the rain started, and then increased and increased and increased. I came upon these 3 lads who returned my greeting in a very friendly way, and it was evident they were happy to just linger and chat for a while. Sometimes my age group don't easily find a way to connect with their age group. But on this occasion, the shirt was the opening. The questions about how I come by it, which led on to describing the work of Romans 111 Trust, and particularly the contacts with Uganda. And one of these lads in particular was really interested in knowing about the culture of Uganda and the differences. I suppose we must have chatted for 20-25 minutes. And then a delightful experience. We'd exchanged names with each other. We felt we had a connection. I was ready to move on. And given that my name is John, I used to work alongside a colleague called Don, and particularly with the local school, it got confusing because there was Reverend Don, who goes in a lot, and Reverend John, who goes in a little. And they knew the 2 of us worked together from the same church, and they're used to saying Reverend Don, and very often they call me Reverend Don by mistake, and just changing the one letter makes it awkward. But Don's wife, Alison, was previously a teacher at that school before she retired. Now, these guys in their 20s, they suddenly wondered if they realised who I was, and they thought they were thinking of Don, not John. And they asked me if I was the chap they were thinking of, because they remembered his wife as their teacher. And that led to more friendly banter and encouragement. Now, whether that would have happened in the busy life that we normally have prior to lockdown, I don't know. Whether all sorts of things that are happening to us wouldn't have been possible before, it's one of those things we can't really be sure of. But what I can see in this is that circumstances that are tough, that are difficult, God is giving us little snippets of opportunity in amongst them, opportunity to make connections, opportunity to connect with people we might not naturally have done so otherwise, and so on. We are the creation of a creator God who loves us, who wants relationship with us, who wants to encourage us. And today I've been encouraged. I hope you're encouraged to hear about it too. God bless you.